What's up, guys? We're gonna roll beats. Today I'm gonna be showing you guys how to make a Yeat type beat. If you guys have subbed already or turned posts on, just do so because those have been locked. Let's hop right into it. So for the BPM, I like 145. I think that's like the perfect spot for bounce. But anything works. Maybe 140 to 160 just to give you a range. I do have presets that I'm gonna use for Serum in here. So you can download those if you want to actually use the exact sounds. And for the scale, typically for this, I just go to my defaults like the Fs, Gs. We could just use a G minor. We could transpose if things are too low, so that doesn't really matter. So let's go ahead and get started with making the melody. All right, so getting started with our first sounds. I have these labeled Anthem and then Melody because I want to make this as easy as possible, so you don't have to keep watching videos every time you want to make something like this. And you can start to like mix in your own style and stuff because that's the goal. So I label this Anthem because you want an anthem-like melody, which would be just something just very easy to listen to, and it doesn't get repetitive, just like an easy to listen to melody, right? So here's the sound, because sound selection for this type of stuff will be very important. So that's why I'm giving you my sounds. And basically what you want to tweak with is the unison to kind of make it sound wide. And of course you could do a bunch of other stuff, but this is a kind of common thing you want to add to your sounds if you have your own. So this is the preset I'm using. Let's go in here, and then we are in a G sharp minor. So with this, if you want to keep it dark, you want to start on the second half steps right here. So you have the root, and then you have these. Now these first two will make it sound very melodic. So if you like that style, go with that. But if you want to keep it dark, you want to start with the second pair of half steps. So we can start with this one. And then to make an anthem-like melody, you don't want to just do a bunch of stuff like this, right? You want to kind of let each note play and have its place. So we can do something like this maybe. And then we can kind of fluctuate to a different note. So for this one, I kind of want to stay along like these lines to keep it dark. So we'll do something like this, and then we can go up to this F. See what that sounds like. All right, now to keep this dark, I'm gonna use these. So I'm gonna just put one down here. And this shouldn't sound really, really good, right? Now, if you get lucky and you make something cool, it will sound really, really good, but this should be kind of like a background thing, right? So, right, and then we could just copy this over like that, okay? And that will be our melody for now. So I guess we can just go ahead and layer this since we're already here. I'm gonna layer this over here because I want this to be easy to follow. And here's the other sound I'm using right here, okay? So go here, and then I'll play it by itself. And then together. And the goal here is just to kind of make a background melody that you can kind of make something else off of, or, you know, put your counter to. So that is what we're going to end up with, and we don't really need to do any processing. So let's go ahead and do our melody. Okay, so what I want to do now is actually start with the 808 instead of the melody, just because of where we started, because we started with this tension. So it's going to be a little weird to make the melody, and I want to make sure that everything sounds good before we even start that. So basically, to find our 808 pattern from this, this is pretty much just lead notes, right? And the lead tones are pretty much just like, to be simple, it's the top note of your chord, right? So to find one of our 808 notes, we can take this note and make a chord backwards. And the reason we make it backwards is because we make it forward, then our lead tone would be A sharp. So we want to go backwards. So we skip this place, skip this place. So G could be a potential note for our bass. So let's copy that to our bass. Oops. Like that. I might think that might be too. Okay, so that works. And then from here, you can just try some of these notes here. So we can try the C or the E to kind of get that spot. And we want to land that note somewhere right here. Okay. And I'm going to place this. So we could try, I think that might be too low. Let's try the E. Okay, I like that. So now it's starting to come together. So this is why I like to do this first. So we can just go ahead and make a pattern. I'm gonna Shift D this and then just kind of make a little pattern. So we could just do something simple, something like that. Then let's do 3 right here. Okay, and I'm gonna just copy this over. So our 808 is done now, and now we kind of have like a good start to go off of for our melody. So let's go ahead and move on to our melody. All right, so let's go ahead and do our melody. This is the sound that I'm using. Okay, and pretty much we just want to follow the flow of everything else. So you can see there's a note here and it dips right here. Everything kind of dips right there. So that is where we want to keep our bounce. And then we can kind of just use the same notes. I just keep note of the F sharp, the E, D sharp, C, stuff like that. And then let's go in here. Probably can start like somewhere here. So first I'm gonna just listen to where I want it to start. All right, so I'm hearing something like in this area. So let's keep everything kind of the same. Let's try the F. Okay, I like that. So we could just take that and move it over and then just do variation. Start right here. Okay, and then this is where you can start to have fun, right? This is where you experiment a lot. Let's try some stuff like this. Then let's go to the B. See what that sounds like. Actually, wait. Let's spread this out a bit. And then let's try going back to this. Okay, that's good enough. So now we can copy this whole thing over, and then I'm gonna just, because I don't want this to be super repetitive, I'm gonna just do this and then just add a lot more on this side. So let's go here. I want to zoom in so you can see like the grid, and I'm using 1/4 beat. So let's see what we can do over here. Oh. All right, so I think that's good enough for the melody. We already spent a lot of time on this. That is the melody, and we can layer it, and then we just add our drums. It's pretty much done. You want to keep a consistent melody, or you don't want it to be too crazy. So let's play it. All right, and I'm happy with that. So let's go ahead and add our drums. All right, so let's go ahead and start our drums. So with the clap, I'm gonna just place this here. And if you have other sounds and perks to kind of add to the bounce, you want to kind of play off of the 808. So I will put a sound right before the 808 and we can kind of get a little bit more bounce. All right, simple as that. And I'm gonna just use this whole thing, and I'm gonna make sure this is a little bit lower. Then we can just erase that. And now we just add a little simple pattern. turn these up. Now, what I'm gonna do real quick is to create a little bit more bounce. I'm gonna take the start of each bar, the note that starts there, and pull these up more. Probably should have left it how it was. And pull the velocity up. So it's like puts emphasis on the beginning of this. Right, just adds a little bit more bounce to it. And then we can just copy this down. We don't gotta like overcomplicate this, right? If you want to overcomplicate it, you can do that, but I'm just trying to keep this simple. And then for the kick, I'm gonna just kind of place these. Let's do this last part, and then we can kind of play everything together. And then just kind of repeat this little pattern. Keep it just for variation. All right, so that is the beat, and let's just play the whole thing. Okay, and we can use this for an outro as well. So let's play it. Wait, why is it not playing? Okay. The bounce we need. We're not going to do any processing because I don't really think it's necessary. Obviously you can EQ and add stuff to your sounds, but that's gonna be for this video. Hopefully it was helpful. Please like and subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you